Well, hello everyone and welcome back to this Let's Play Star Citizen. Yes, well, no, this is not Let's Play, this is Invictus launch week. What am I talking about? Yes, it's the MISC, ARGO and Crusader day. Wait, no. MISC, Consolidated Outland, ARGO and Crusader. Yeah, it's all four. There's four. Yeah, day. At the end of last time, I posed the question, like, I wonder what MISC ships it'll be, and I found out that some MISC ships did see frontline action. Not many. I was really hoping it was more their support ships, or like some of the hull series, as future flyable ships. I would have really loved to purchase the hull A or B, but oh well. It was not to be. I thought it was really unlikely. I know I think some in the lure, at least some hull Cs are used to supply the military, but yeah. Alright, anyway, let's take a first look. Okay, so we got ARGO, Astronautics. They recently brought out their mole, but up until now they've only had these two little carriers, one for cargo, one for people, that are mainly just for to me, I see these vehicles, I've flown them once before. It was more of a orbit to station. No, station to the planet to orbit kind of thing. Transportation vehicles. Like, they're good for ferrying goods up and down to, from say, Area 18 to a ship you've got in orbit that you don't want to land, or whatever. They're good for that sort of thing. Right. Personnel as well. Then we've got the Mustang Delta. I must admit, I'm probably going to try out the Mustang Delta at some point. Because the Mustang is a nice looking fighter. And I've only ever tried an Alpha. But an Alpha is kind of like the jack of all trades, master of none. In the Mustang, like, categories. Whereas this one is pure fighter. You can see the store all box at the back from the Alpha's gone. And instead it's got extra armor, the guns on the side have been upped, and it's got a rocket pods. I was going to say missiles, but they're rocket pods on this thing, I think. It's the only ship I know that actually has rocket pods. Right, definitely going to be renting you. And I'm going to try you out at some point and see if I want to keep you. Probably not. I'll try it out anyway, at least. Because I don't see... It's got roughly the same firepower as my 325A. Because this thing's got the 4 size 2s. Oh, wait, I don't think the wings are gimbaled. I think they're just size 2s, ungimbaled. Yeah, so they would have to be gimbaled down to size 1s. Yeah, my 325A's got more firepower, and it's got the bed and all the other luxury. So yeah, it'll be nice to try you out. And that's going to be weird having the mix of gimbaled and ungimbaled loadout. I'm not keen on that at all. For the simple fact is... You're going to have to... You're not getting the benefits. The gimbals is you don't have to aim exact. You just need to have it roughly in the right area. And the gimbals will do the aiming for you with the auto gimbal aiming. But you're going to have to be trying to aim properly anyway. So even though with the gimbals you will get the gimbaled weapon, you have the increased rate of fire, because obviously you're going to be close a lot of the time, but not quite on. So the auto gimbals will be able to fire, have a lot higher rate of fire on this turret, because it's like it's got auto gimbal, because it's a turret. So you're still getting some benefit of these guns being gimbaled, but you're like losing the other half of the benefit of the gimbals, because you're still trying to aim properly. Like a skilled pilot, again, this is a skilled pilot. That wouldn't be a problem, a really skilled pilot. But that is still more concentration that a skilled pilot would have to put in, so it's making it harder for no real reward. If you gimbaled them down to size 1s, I think that'd be... Your DPS would probably be roughly the same, and your simplicity of use will be a lot better. Right, anyway, too long talking about this ship. Let's go see what's in this display hall. This is probably going to be, yeah, Crusader's Star, whatever, yeah, and the data runner. Yep, words. There we go. Crusader Industries, Mercury. Going to victory. This is Navy seeking increase their presence. The Crusader Industries, Mercury, Star Runner is fleet years already additionally. Yeah, this is the one that people say is like the closest thing you're going to get to the Millennium Falcon in game. Unless I'm getting it muddled up. It's going to be like a data runner though, instead of like a freight runner. It's kind of cool. Similar sort of shape too, similar sort of idea, you get what I mean. Except instead of being like an old and rundown freight runner, it's more like high-tech, state-of-the-art data runner. So, the same but opposite at the same time as the Millennium Falcon. Right, what we got over here? Oh, is this the fuel one? Hercules. Ordered made. The Crusader Industries declared a dozen Hercules ships. Launch fleet capable of deploying armored vehicles in the midst of heavy. Oh no, this is the. Is this a mass, like dropship kind of thing? Like it goes down and it deploys like a load of tanks and this is like a. Okay, I was getting it muddled up with something else. So, because I don't know much about these ships, and I don't know much about the fuel ones either. So I was getting this muddled up with the fuel ones. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, the fuel one's sitting right up the back. We're going to be able to take a quick look at it. And the fuel one's already in game. So it was really a stupid mistake to make, because I knew a tiny bit about the fuel one. Yeah, that's a mass troop transport, but like heavy gear transport. Come to the game one day, like you're going to be seeing that thing deploy Nova Tonks and stuff. Nova Tonks! Yeah, that's the fuel one right there, right at the back. That is a massive turret. I never noticed on it before. Are those missiles? Aye, because this is the military variant. Damn, for such a fuel-orientated supply ship, it is. It's got some punch to it. Yeah, I knew that ship was. This was the only ship that I knew the military specifically bought from MISC. And it is really big. It is really big. Starfarer Gemini? What is it called again? Starfarer Gemini, yeah, I got it. Get a wee renty-poo in there. But yeah, basically it's just a massive, massive fuel tank. And the Starfarer Gemini is the up-armoured one, and I'm not sure, I think the armament might be up-armoured too. Because I don't remember there being that much of an armament on the other one. If you kind of look at it, it looks like a giant freelancer, but on like steroids. Like if you look how the Max has got the big axe compared to the regular freelancer, this is like a massive freelancer with even bigger ass. Same way the Max has kind of like to the regular freelancer. Speaking of freelancers, I did not know that this freelancer variant, the freelancer MISC, was a complete military variant, but not many of them were produced. A limited edition militarized variant of the classic mercantile ship developed by the UAE. These were produced in very small quantities due to some early payload incidents. This version sacrifices the majority of the cargo space to make way for missiles. And I was looking it up last night on the stats on the wiki. This thing carries a hell of a lot of missiles. So this is like a military variant of the Freelancer. And I see this one more being like a gunboat. Like it is not the fighter you want. Again, I'm going to go back to like the strategy game like style of looking at it. Actually, you know what? I've never been inside one of these, so we're actually going to take a look inside and see the difference. If you're playing your strategy game and you've got like a fleet of ships, you've got like your fighters up being dogfighting and your big tanky capital ships that are good at dogfighting other capital ships up tanking the enemy. Then this guy I see as being more like a sniper in your fleet, staying miles back and shooting the missiles in towards the larger enemy ships. Or the, well, and I don't know what exact missile loadout this thing has. So it still has this little storage area with the docking collar. Then, right, has this here, and these look like big missile? I don't know. Then this is the storage area. This storage area is tiny compared to the other one. They are meant to go up with the chair. They did say, SIG have said it is a glitch that these are here. They're meant to only come down. Like you can see they're even coming through the door. They're only meant to come down when the chair to get into the... That's there. Into the turret. That's the turret, yeah. Okay, it's not as different as I expected to see. This bit's obviously a lot smaller. And there's more components, like, access here. But I expected to see, like, a little missile... More missile viewage here. I think these hold their missiles. And I hope, like, when the missiles fire, they move. That'd be so cool. Like, they go up. I was expecting something else, like a wee window and you see lots of missiles through it. Like there is in some of the other missile ships. So yeah, military variant of the Freelancer. And there's more missiles underneath the wings there. That's just the normal Freelancer missile loadout. The big missiles, they come out the top. And you see it if you go into the Freelancer advert. And it shows you this variant of it. There's like a bit that comes at the top and it's got the missiles like rotating. Very cool. And now that we're back at the rear of the Gemini, you can see the fuel tanks this thing's carrying. I have got lost in one of them at the last expo, so I'm not going to go inside. I don't think it was the military variant I got lost in, but I got lost. It's probably one of my few times in my life I've actually been lost, because I don't get lost very easy. And I got lost inside a Starfarer. Right, we got 2 ships left to look at. This is the other ship that I did not expect to see in the military. It is the Reliant Tana. We tried this bad boy out back at the beginning of 3.9. Because it recently just got a load of buffs. And, it is a very cool ship, I must say. I really like it. I really like it, because it's just got that cool factor to it. How it, like, swings in combat. If you want to see all the stuff for it, I've got, like, parts where I'm playing with this ship. Going out and doing stuff. And I think it's when I was trying it with my hot as too. So, yeah. But, the thing that surprised me about it, though, is I thought it was 100% a civilian fighter. I didn't realise it got some military usage out of it, too. It's still a civilian-grade fighter. But I didn't, yeah, as I said, I didn't realise. What does it tell us in the information here? Let's take a quick look. Reliant Tana. They're expanding for the universe. The need for a versatile lightweight fighter has expanded with it. Easy to maintain, rugged and constructed, Reliant Tana makes for an ideal choice for frontier and outpost defense, thanks to its custom high-yield power plant, stronger shields, and additional weapon mounts. But yeah, it was. I know it's classed as a civilian-grade fighter, light fighter. The cockpit for 2. So I was surprised to see that in the military showcase. Same with that thing over there. That there and that there are seen as like the... I remember, I can't remember whose video it was, but it was seen as like the 2 premium, at the time the video was made, civilian grade fighters, like the 2 best civilian grade ones. Then we got this. I don't know why this is here, because this is just for racing. It's not military at all, is it? Outfitted with signature reducing materials, the Razor X was a special build for the UE advocacy in a time of surveillance. It's directed for widespread use. So this is a variant. Okay. I'm with it now, because it's not just the Razor, it's the Razor EX, which is a surveillance variant of the race machine, but it was not widely used. So it's kind of like the Freelancer on the other side. Is a very niche machine that did not see widespread use. So that is today, and technically, well, what we got over here in this little stall today. Oh, it's the same. It's a Connie. I thought it might have changed. Because the day I seen the Connie was the RSI day, so I was hoping it had changed to a different model today, like a freelancer or something. But yeah, technically, this is the last day that, look at the size of those. There's just that missile grill thing there. That just gets me every time. I'm just like, oh, does that not look so cool? Looks like the head of some sort of walking Titan battle mech thing. Right, anyway, I got distracted by the awesome head of the cockpit of the Starfarer. What was I even saying? Ah yes, this is technically the last of the UE Consolidated, what? Invictus, there we go, there's the word I'm looking for. The last of the Invictus launch week expos. But that's not the end of the event. For us, lure-wise, this is the end. This is the last one. Job's done, Invictus week is over. But in reality, we do have one more to go. Because in the lure, Drake obviously has not been invited to this Invictus launch week celebration. They're not getting a day to put on their own shows and stuff like that. Because Drake don't really have any military contracts. Lure-wise for Drake, they started off as a company that were going to try and make vehicles for the military. And they put all their eggs into one basket. If memory serves, it was the Cutty Black. And they put all their eggs into this one basket, thinking, right, this is it, this is going to make us all the money, this is going to be great, this is perfect. And they lost. Like, the contract went to a different company. I think it was Anvil or Aegis or one of those two anyway. And Drake were like, well, truck. We've literally got nothing. We put all our eggs into this Cutty Black basket. What are we going to do now? So they quickly retrofitted it and started selling it to militia. And then that's where their whole sort of thing took off, and they got their they became who they are today. I'll probably talk about it more next one of these Invictus with brackets now launch week videos. And so they've never really had military contracts, so they've not been invited to this Invictus launch week. And Drake being Drake, as we know and love them, they're like, you're not inviting us? Well, you know what? We're going to book the halls for the days after Invictus week ends, and then just do our own little version of Invictus week without yous. So what? We're not invited. We're going to gate crash. Go Drake. Yeah, that's basically Drake's attitude. And so we have another couple of days of Drake ships. And so Invictus week for us lasts a wee bit longer, but technically, lure-wise, Invictus week is now over. So, hope you've all enjoyed this. I shall see you next time. Bye-bye.